What's up, everybody? Jeremy Reddick here from AdjusterUniversity.com, and these are my pros and cons of becoming an independent insurance adjuster. Now, in this video, I'm going to go through my own personal 3 pros and 3 cons of being an independent insurance adjuster to help you figure out if maybe this is the right career for you. But first, let's get the bad news out of the way, and let me start off with my 3 cons. Number 1, inconsistency. When you become an independent insurance adjuster, you are working with an array of different insurance companies, third-party administrators, just an array of different companies and people in general. Those people and those companies do not do everything the same way. Although you went through a licensing process and went through a bunch of training, there is a certain degree of inconsistency between all of the people that you're going to work with. And it is your job as a professional to adapt. So in this career, you need to be capable of adapting. Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of independent insurance adjusters who are not very good at adapting, and those people stick out like sore thumbs. They are difficult to work with because they're carrying over habits from other past clients of theirs, and it just doesn't work out. So you need to be a person who can adapt to different environments. My number 2 con is attitudes. You're going to find yourself in a situation where you might be at the receiving end of somebody having a bad day. Remember, as an independent insurance adjuster, you may even be going out to significant catastrophe sites, and it is very emotionally charged. You need to have thick skin in these situations. Although most of the time, policyholders will look at you as a friendly face and they will treat you like a human, there are people out there that will just view you as a person out there to protect the money of the insurance company and screw them over. And sometimes they might even think that if they give you a bad enough attitude that you'll maybe give them more money or something like that. But you have to have thick skin. And not only that, you got to be willing to potentially take a little bit of verbal abuse, but react in a way that is professional and never respond back with equal or worse emotion. Again, you gotta have thick skin if you think you're gonna become an independent insurance adjuster. Now, my 3rd con is also actually a little bit of a pro too. And that 3rd con is hustle. You gotta be willing to put the hustle in if you think you're gonna be a successful independent insurance adjuster. A lot of people get in this business because they heard about all the money they can make and they quit their job and they started a career as an independent insurance adjuster, but they didn't realize how much hustle is actually involved to get to the levels where you're making good money every single year. And by good money, I mean at least $250,000 a year. You need to hustle. Now, what does that actually mean? You need to be willing to get out there and constantly market and sell yourself to potential clients. You need to constantly have a flow of clients coming in and a flow of work so that you never go hungry and you constantly have business coming in left and right. If you find yourself waking up late, staying up late, watching Netflix, hanging out, going, playing pool with your friends, getting drunk 2-3 nights out of the week, you're probably not going to cut it as an independent insurance adjuster because you just don't have that hustle inside of you. But if you're busting your ass, if you got 2 jobs, if you're out there finding every which way to make a couple extra bucks so you can support your family or your own bad habits, then you might actually have a future as an independent insurance adjuster. Now, enough of that. Let's get to my 3 pros why you should be an independent insurance adjuster. Number 1, let's get it out of the way. The money. A real quick Google search of independent insurance adjusting will probably reveal a general idea of how much you can potentially make as an independent insurance adjuster. If you start to see those big numbers, the $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year, don't think it's bullshit. It definitely can be done, but of course you gotta be willing to put that hustle in. When I first got started, somebody said to me that if you're not making $100,000 a year as an independent insurance adjuster, then you are doing something wrong. And I can tell you right now that there has never been a year since I heard that in my very first year, there has never been a year that I made less than $100,000. And to be quite frank, even my first full year of business, I made a little bit over $100,000, a little bit more, and it's only gone up from there. Number 2 on my pros list is control. When you're an independent insurance adjuster, you have complete control over your future. If you want to continue to be just an independent insurance adjuster, you could definitely do that. Or if you want to transition into something like public adjusting or appraising or umpiring, or transition into water damage restoration, the choice is yours and you can make those decisions as you like. You can even make those decisions while still potentially remaining an independent insurance adjuster, and you don't have to have that tough conversation with your employer, letting them know that you're going to be transitioning to something else, you're going to be quitting, because you are your own employer. You have the control to do whatever you want. Go on vacation, stay home. You get to do whatever you want because you have complete control. And that brings me over to my third and favorite pro about being an independent insurance adjuster, and it's that you are free. You have complete freedom to do what you want, to work with who you want, to go where you want to go, to do what makes you happy. If it's working in the field, hitting the road, staying local, traveling around the country, being remote, whatever you want to do, you have the freedom to do just that. And that is one of the greatest reasons why you should start your own business as an independent insurance adjuster. Having that freedom and having that control and being able to earn well over 6 figures a year is exactly why I decided to be an independent insurance adjuster and why I started Adjuster University. So if this sounds like the career for you, if you've got thick skin and you're ready to hustle, then go over to adjusteruniversity.com and check it out.